All right, y'all, welcome to another video. We shooting here in the studio. I'm shooting with India today. We're gonna be using a number of different light modifiers. I got my umbrella, I got my reflector dish, and I've got my Godox SA17 projector attachment too. So y'all get to see the different looks that we get from those. Yeah, let's get it. So this is the first look that India and myself decided to shoot. Again, before this shoot, we talked about what kind of shoot we wanted to do and came up with some ideas. I sent them over my Pinterest board. And there's two photos that we decided on from our Pinterest board. It's this one and this one. And so we decided, okay, let's start with this one. India had this really cool body chain outfit and these boots. And I said, yeah, absolutely, let's do it. She actually brought a bunch of stuff. And this is what we ended up on. As you can see from a lighting perspective, I've got the AD400 to the right of the camera. And I've also got a 6-foot umbrella with a diffuser on top of it, right above my head, like right shooting from almost left side of her, mostly in front of her, to give some clean, like her as the main light right in front. And so we stayed here for just a little bit, and we really tried to, work some of these poses from this angle with this lighting to see what we could get. And here's the result of some of the photos before we changed the lighting. So after we reviewed some of these photos that we just took in this set, we noticed that we had one photo that looked like this. And basically what happened was the flash, the umbrella didn't flash, right? So all we have is that hair light behind her. And we decided that, oh, this is actually a pretty good look. Let's turn the umbrella off and let's just shoot with that one light, creating that shadow, and see what we can get.
No, you good, go ahead.
Another thing to note, I'm shooting at shutter speed of 1/200th of a second and f8. Whenever I'm in the studio, that's kind of just the standard exposure that I start at, and I build my flash lighting off of that. Now, if I'm doing different types of looks where I want more of a shallow depth of field for whatever reason in the studio, then for me personally, I do this for a few reasons. The first, aperture being at f8, I know everything's gonna be in focus, right? There's nothing I have to worry about. 1/200th of a second, I'm not gonna have anything blurred more or less, and I can use more flash power if I want to. And then my ISO will always be at 100. If you can go less than 100, do it. You want more image quality, unless you want more of a film look. Obviously you can add some ISO. What do you guys do in the studio back home? Let me know down in the comments. Do you have like a standard exposure settings that you have for your camera when you're shooting in studio, or do you just wing it every time? Let me know.
Yeah, do that again, Okay.
Okay, now for this next shot, we're about to move that light right there, and I'm gonna put it right above her, and we're gonna do like a spotlight look straight down on top of her to give like a little bit more,
a little bit more of a creative, a creative look. There you go, work them shoulders. Good. See, I really like that. Can you do that again? Oh, that was lit. Yeah, that was good. Do it again.
I love it. But I want your face, do your face like that way, and then come back so your hair's going to that side. Yeah. She said more so. I have never used that word in my life, man. That's lit. One more time. You seen that meme where when photographers say one more time, what they really mean is like 10 more times.
Whiplash. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
One of my favorite things about this particular set is that We didn't necessarily plan to do a lot of the shots and have them look this way. Obviously you guys saw what our inspiration looked like, but she moved through a pose and had her hair kind of in front of her face. And I think it made the shot just a lot more interesting. And so we decided to kind of stick with that and just kind of move through this and see what kind of shots we could get. And you know, sometimes when you're shooting, you may stumble upon a specific shot that looks good or it looks really appealing. And it's like, okay, let's stay here for a little bit. Let's see what we can get. And these shots ended up being some of my favorite from this photo shoot. So take a look, tell me what you think.
Hi guys, welcome back.
All right, we're gonna do probably 2 more looks here. We're gonna change it now. We're gonna do like a, we got the reflector dish here. I'll show y'all. look at India. Look at her. Go follow her on IG. She crazy. Look at her. All right, so we got the reflector dish right here with the Godox DP302 or something like that. I'm just gonna do bare bulb reflector dish. We're gonna do some ground poses. Now, if you guys will remember from the beginning of the shoot, we are actually, this is what our inspiration photo looks like. And so as you can see, she has changed her outfit. She's got the sheer top on with those like 6-7 inch heels, which kudos to India because those look like they're very difficult to even be in, aside from stand and squat in. And so obviously, whenever you're doing a photo shoot like this and you're using inspiration, your photos don't need to be exactly like those photos, but more speak to kind of an overall vision, and then you guys can kind of take it and make it your own with whatever twist you want to add to it. So
I loved when you was head up. I love that.
All right, YouTube, so what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna use the Godox SA17. You may have seen it used in our last video, and I'm gonna put just like a spotlight. Let me show you. The spotlight attachment here where you can decide and see like exactly how big of a spotlight you want. I'm gonna throw that into the SA17 and try to get some spotlight photos. I'm thinking I'm gonna shoot from the top, but I may change it around as I go. Just on a whim here, we'll see what happens. Let's get it. If anyone is considering getting the Godox SA17 projector unit, keep in mind it does not fit on every flash head, so I have to switch out to my AD400, which is the only one that I have it'll fit on. One of the major drawbacks about that is my AD400 has a limited battery, and I'd love to have the model light stay on the entire time, which makes it just easier to compose your shot, but it's not possible, and the battery on my AD400 runs down kind of quickly, so we have to, it's a little bit of a stressor if you overall, but I mean, you work with what you have.
Take a half step forward for me.
Oh, take a small step to your left real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. I love that. Can you turn to the side and do that again?
Turn to the side a little bit, 45 degrees, either way. Right there, do that again. So in the recent past, I have absolutely fallen in love with the Godox SA17. That's the projector unit that you guys see that creates that spotlight effect. It's pretty nice, especially if you're shooting in a very small studio space with no windows. As you guys can see, my studio is not very big. It's like 9 feet by, it's like 10 feet by 16. And a lot of that 16 is cut off because of the sloped ceiling. Anyhow, it really allows you to get more depth and more creative with some of the shots that you can get in such a small space. And so in the recent past, I've been using, I don't know if you guys saw my last video with Karina, where we put the window light attachment on there to make it look like, you know, she's in front of a window or that kind of thing. It's actually, I mean, it's one of the best purchases I've made when it comes to photography in the last year or so, or 2 years.
Both hands down, yeah. And slowly make your way back up.
All right, for those of you who stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here, subscribe. But everyone, please give me a thumbs up. Like the video, that's how YouTube knows that you like content like this. Also, follow India on Instagram. I've got her Instagram link below. She's an awesome model. Thanks guys, see you on the next one.